There's a whole aisle full of them. Which soup is the best soup?
The first soup we'll be sipping in the series is chicken noodle.
Two bald guys eat stuff and talk about it.
So cold weather is upon us, it's winter, and that's when a lot of people break out the soups. So if you don't want to make your own soup, Dave and I are tackling a soup series, what we're calling our Sip and Soup series, on the different kinds of canned soup at County Market. We're going to start off with our most popular, which is chicken noodle soup. And we grew up with this can, the Campbell's, and the private label.
Brand, yeah.
The condensed chicken noodle soup is just your plain soup and chicken and noodles. There wasn't a lot to it, right?
Yeah, and that was a favorite for when you were sick or when you needed something quick.
If you had the flu, a cold, whatever, amputation, whatever, you drank some chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
But today, there's more than, we got 7 different kinds we're going to try to blind taste test today, but these are the hearty varieties of soup. So they're not condensed, you just dump them into a bowl, heat it up, and eat it.
Yeah.
But Dave and I, because we're 2 bald guys who eat stuff, we just take it out of the can. We're not going to heat these things up. Just like we did with the canned chili, we're just going to take a spoon, dip it in the can, try them on a blind taste test, and find out which one's the best tasting.
We're not picky.
No. Number 1. Ooh, noodles are a little bit different.
Was that a bean?
It looks like a bean. You got carrots, so it's got a lot of different things in here. Probably take a couple of spoonfuls just to get a variety of what's inside there. Seems some spices in the broth as well.
Spice is going to be important. We're going to have this all over our jeans.
All over.
Spice is going to be important to me because chicken and noodles inherently don't have flavor.
Right. It's pretty bland, and I think as far as this one on a spice, whether that's salt content or oregano or garlic, whatever you're putting into it, it's fairly low on this first one.
I like a good punch of celery.
Okay.
In fact, homemade chicken noodle soup, we always put extra celery salt or stuff on top.
And to me, I like carrots in mine too. This one's a little bit low on the carrot content.
Yeah. It's got a different color than all the other ones too. But the overall flavor was pretty good. The chicken seemed real.
Noodles weren't too floppy, and the noodles were small.
Yeah, got to deduct for a floppy noodle.
Start at 6.5.
I'm gonna go 7. Number 2.
2.
I can tell already. It has that good sludge on it.
Yeah, that fat content,
the
right?
Chicken fat and some of the spices floating. Ooh, and curly noodles.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get me a carrot here.
Now this works out because you're left-handed and I'm right-handed, so we're not fighting. This has a lot of stuff in it.
That's a really good chicken broth too.
Yeah.
Salt content definitely goes up.
Very homemade.
Yeah, I like the carrot flavor going into it. You got your celery pieces in there too.
Nice chunks of chicken.
That's what I'm looking for in a chicken noodle soup. That is really good. Let's see if I can get one of those chicken pieces here.
Yeah.
Dig down.
A chicken
got it.
Makes it all come together.
8.5.
9.
Number 3.
This one's really poking out of the top with ingredients.
And the carrots are pretty big. They're sliced carrots.
Not a lot of broth sitting on top. Well, see there, I got all carrots.
They got fat noodles in there too. Wow, that's different. Not traditional chicken noodle.
No, it's more of a vegetable broth.
Yeah, not as salty as the one we just had before, but I do like the. I'm trying to place what that spice is. Oregano?
It might be. There's some green floaties in there. Try some noodles here.
I do like the noodle flavor on that one.
Those are good.
It's a
big
thick
noodles. I just want a little more punch out of that one.
Punch. Go to an 8.
8. I bet if you combined all these, it would be a good soup.
All right, number 4 has a really good look to it overall. You see the celery poking out, and the noodles and the chicken. All right there, big pieces of celery.
It's like pure chicken breast right there.
Really good chicken.
Pretty good broth.
The spice flavor, that's another kind of vegetable broth, I do believe.
Has a little more kick to it than the last one.
Right.
I think I want more salt yet. But I really do like the pieces in this one.
The veggie pieces, they might be smaller than the ones that we had before, but the flavor is there.
Yeah. So far, these are pretty impressive.
Drop down just a little bit, 7.5.
7.5.
All right, number 5, another really thick noodle. It's a spiral noodle.
Huge carrots.
Whoa, big carrots. Man.
Good Lord.
Got a lot of noodles to go through here.
Yeah. Those are some big curly Q noodles.
A little bit low on the salt content and the spices.
Yeah, there's a little piece of chicken.
Got a piece of chicken in that one. It's a cube chicken. Yeah, I'm wanting just a little bit more flavor. So I'd say if you're like you're really sick and you don't want a lot of flavor, this might be one to have. There's a lot of soup in here. Even though the noodles are thick, there's a lot of broth.
The noodles make you feel better.
Just not a lot of flavor. 6.5.
7.
Looking for a wowzer here.
Yeah.
Number 6, another one of the spiral noodles. Carrots on top.
little smaller pieces. Ooh, there's some chicken in there.
Ooh, that's got a funky aftertaste.
Plasticky.
Yeah, it's not a spice.
I don't know if it's the broth.
I don't think it's the noodles. I think it is the broth. I wish there were more veggies in there and more chicken. It seems a little light.
Reminds me of a bean soup.
Yeah, just not
starchy.
Just not a lot of flavor, and there's an odd aftertaste.
I went 6 for 6. Can this one wow us?
All right, last one.
Look at the
a lot of spices on top.
Spice and goodies floating in there.
Right.
Ooh,
Got some carrot
those
chunks.
are some thick noodles too.
That's a lot of spices. Really hearty. Low salt content, but the broth itself is really.
It's an intense chicken.
Deep.
You know it's good when your spoon is coated with the chicken fat.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're getting good broth.
I want more salt though.
Yeah.
This one would be really, really good if it had more salt.
I think it was this number 2 that had a good base to it.
To me, the noodle's almost too thick on this.
These are giant.
So they're wide, but they're also really, really thick. A lot of chewing to go through on your soup.
Yeah.
But it does taste homemade. I'll give that.
Yeah.
8.
8.
All right, after trying 7 different brands in a blind taste test, a vast difference on the flavor profiles
Crazy.
by far. But number 1,
Hello.
Centro Verde.
Store brand.
Store
all the
brand.
way.
The thing about this one is that the fat content, the salt content, the right spices, the noodles were really good. Everything was mixed together in a really good canned soup.
And this one, you could tell right away when the broth hit your tongue that it had good salt. The little floaties on top indicated also that it had a lot of good flavors in it.
Yeah, it set itself apart.
The noodles were perfectly balanced.
Yep.
Can't say anything bad about it.
Number 2 was Progresso. So this one had just a slight different taste to this one.
Yeah.
I think the Centro Verde had a little bit more salt content, and the veggies tasted, I don't know, fresher, if that's a way to put it. But Progresso was right underneath that. It wasn't bad.
This one had, you mentioned the different tastes, but the broth was really good. It was real vegetable induced broth and nicely balanced.
And all of these canned soups have different makeup of ingredients. Like some of them might be organic. They might have one of them like quinoa in them.
Quinoa noodles.
So it just depends on what you're looking for. But what Dave and I base it on is that flavor that's going to really wow you, and that's the reason why we put the Centro Verde and the Progresso at the top.
I like a soup that makes you want to keep eating it more.
Yeah. So on a cold winter's night, let us know what kind of soup you guys like. Maybe you disagree with us.
2 bald guys eat stuff and talk about it.